Someone sends you, "Hey," and suddenly you're a detective. You're analyzing the lack of punctuation like it holds secret meaning. No exclamation point? They must be mad. Too casual? Something's definitely wrong. You spend 10 minutes crafting the perfect response to a 3-letter word. Delete it twice and then wonder if your "hi, what's up" sounds too eager or fake. You're not being dramatic, you're not overthinking for no reason. Your brain is trying to solve an impossible puzzle, figuring out what someone really means, when all you have are words on a screen. And there are completely normal reasons why some of us turn every text into an advanced reading comprehension test. Let's start with what's actually happening when you overthink messages. Most people read a text, get the basic meaning, and respond. But your brain is running a totally different program. You're not just reading words, you're trying to decode tone, mood, and hidden meanings from a medium that gives you almost no clues to work with. Think about it. In real conversations, you get so much information. You see facial expressions, hear tone of voice, notice body language. Texts strip all of that away and leave you guessing about everything. Your brain knows something's missing, so it overworks trying to fill in the blanks. And here's something interesting about people who overthink texts. You probably care a lot about how others feel and whether you've said the right thing. You've learned to pick up on subtle social cues in real life. So when texting eliminates those cues, your brain goes into overdrive trying to find them anyway. But there's something deeper going on here. Text messages create this weird anxiety because they demand instant interpretation, but don't give you enough information to feel confident. It's like being asked to guess someone's mood from their handwriting. Possible, but stressful. You know that panic when someone takes forever to respond? You saw they were online 10 minutes ago, but your message is still sitting there unread. Your brain immediately creates stories. They're avoiding you, they're annoyed, they're talking to someone more important. The reality? They probably got distracted and genuinely forgot. And let's talk about the response time game we all play. Reply too fast and you seem desperate. Wait too long and you might seem rude. There's this invisible social clock ticking, and somehow everyone else seems to know the rules, except you. So you end up calculating the appropriate wait time like you're defusing a bomb. Here's where things get really relatable. You craft what feels like the perfect message, then read it back and think it sounds weird. So you rewrite it. Then that version sounds too formal, so you try again. By the fourth draft, you've forgotten what you were even trying to say in the first place. Research shows that we all struggle with this because digital communication is missing so much context. When someone writes "fine" instead of "okay," your brain tries to figure out if they're actually fine or if they're annoyed but trying to be polite. Most of the time, they probably just typed quickly and didn't think about it. The punctuation thing is real too. A period at the end of a casual text somehow feels aggressive now. Exclamation points feel mandatory to sound friendly. And don't even get started on emoji choices. Is the smiley face genuine or sarcastic? Does the thumbs up mean sounds good or whatever? You're basically learning a whole new language that didn't exist 20 years ago. And unlike real languages, nobody taught you the rules. You had to figure out that K sounds annoyed, OK sounds neutral, and OK sounds happy. How were you supposed to know that? And here's something that happens to all of us. You see someone posting on social media, clearly active online, but they haven't responded to your text from an hour ago. Your brain doesn't think they're busy. It thinks they're ignoring me on purpose, even though you've done the exact same thing to other people without meaning anything by it. The seen notification is its own special kind of torture. Now you know exactly when someone read your message and chose not to respond immediately. Before read receipts, you could assume they hadn't seen it yet. Now you know they saw it and decided it could wait. That knowledge creates anxiety that didn't exist before smartphones. There's also this thing where you analyze conversation patterns like you're studying for a test. Last week they responded with paragraphs and exclamation points. This week it's short answers and no emojis. Something must have changed, right? Usually they're just busy or typing on their phone while doing other things. Studies reveal that most of our message anxiety comes from trying to mind read through technology. We think we can figure out someone's exact emotional state from how they text, but that's like trying to understand a song by reading the sheet music. You're missing most of the actual experience. The truth is, people text the way they text. Some people naturally write short messages. Others write novels. Some use lots of emojis. Others barely use any. Most of the time, it has nothing to do with how they feel about you, and everything to do with how they communicate in general. Here's something that might help. Think about your own texting habits. Have you ever sent a message that came across differently than you meant it? Have you ever been too busy to respond right away, even to people you care about? Of course you have. Everyone has. But when it's happening to you, your brain forgets that other people are just as human as you are. They get distracted, they mistype things, they send messages while rushing between meetings. It's not a carefully calculated social strategy designed to send you hidden messages. The perfect text doesn't exist. No matter how much you analyze and rewrite, you can't control how someone interprets your message. People bring their own mood, their own context, their own communication style to every conversation. Your job is to be clear and kind, not to be a mind reader. And honestly, there's something sweet about caring so much about how your messages come across. It shows you want to communicate well and maintain good relationships. The anxiety is misplaced, but the intention behind it comes from a good place. Most people who overthink texts are actually great communicators. In person, you notice when someone seems off. You pick up on subtle social cues. You care about others' feelings. The problem isn't your communication skills. It's that texting eliminates the information your brain is used to having. The goal isn't to stop caring about how you communicate. It's to accept that text messages are an imperfect medium, and most misunderstandings aren't as serious as they seem in your head. People who matter to you will ask for clarification if something seems confusing instead of just assuming the worst. So next time you find yourself rewriting a message for the third time, remember this: the person on the other end is probably not analyzing your word choices nearly as much as you think they are. They're just trying to get through their day, same as you. You don't need to become a perfect texter. You just need to trust that people who care about you will give you the benefit of the doubt when something comes across wrong. And most of the time, things aren't coming across as wrong as you think they are anyway. Are you someone who overthinks every message, or do you text without worrying? What do you think makes some of us analyze every word, while others just send whatever comes to mind? Let me know, because I bet there are way more message overthinkers out there than we realize. To get more psychology content like this in your feed, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share your experiences with us. You'll be supporting our efforts too. Thanks for watching.